Okay, Noah Road here, and as mentioned in my previous video that I uploaded yesterday, I wanted to show people, or not show people, that's not the right word. I want to share with people a couple of areas that are close to my heart. Areas that I feel are, I don't know, in a small way, a sacred place for me. Places that I've come to hide away and all that. This here is one of those areas. I had to walk about a mile through this old railroad grid. A lot of it's all flooded out. That sort of stuff, you know. It's pretty wild country here too. I've seen bobcat. I've seen a bear once. So, yeah, I think I've seen bobcat like 3 times. I'm sure there's coyotes. But yeah, this is one of those sacred, well, it's one of those places that are kind of sacred to me, or close to my heart. It's a place where I come where I feel a little extra close to God. And I do, like in the summertime, you know, swim or bathe down in there. And this comes handy because of the rains. You know, you don't have to have a tent set up. Tents are not always dependable. A lot of times they leak. But as you can see, it doesn't look like there's really anything going on. Now, I am not saying that I prepped this camp personally. I'm not saying that, okay? Noah Road would never do that, would he? It's not my property. But anyways, I found it like this in 2021, which has been 2.5 years. And I think it's remarkable that it hasn't been covered over or shoveled over at this point. Another thing that I found to be very, I don't know, remarkable is, if you notice there's gallon jugs of water. So it's been there for about 2.5 years since I've first laid eyes on it. Like I say, no road wouldn't do that, would he? I wouldn't prep a camp. I also noticed there's other treasures up here buried, or, you know, in the area. Little food, peanut butter, jam, and things like that. So anyways, so here we are up in the nest. So what it's like up here. It's dug out pretty deep. So let's say you were up here laying down, somebody walked by, they're certainly gonna see you. If you had a backpack and you wanted to go into town, and as long as it wasn't like a PennDOT, like, you know, Pennsylvania DOT or something like that, highway people, that if they didn't come down to check on the bridge or something, which they do periodically, they go very long periods of time where they don't, though, years even. But, you know, you never know when they might just suddenly pop up there, you know. I mean, as long as they don't come around, you know, more than likely nobody's ever going to look up here and say, hey, what's that up there? So, because it's dug out. Anyways, this is a place where I go to kind of hide away, and the only difficult part is, you know, hauling water in, because there isn't like a spigot, or there isn't a natural spring right in the area, so I do have to haul water and haul enough food in. But, you know, this could be a place of, you know, penance and prayer and fasting, a place where I study a lot deeper. I go deeper. It's a place of this is what I would call camp deeper immersion. You know what I mean? It's a really cool place. And at nighttime, I can, when it's, you know, getting dark, but it's too early for me to go to bed, a lot of times I will walk back and forth on this part of the railroad grid and you know, mull some thoughts over, and think some things over, and, you know, God is always on my mind, and thoughts, you know, digging deep, whatever. I don't want to go too deep right now, but I mull a lot of things over when I'm here, and I feel a little extra close to the divine element in life, okay? Spirit source energy, or the point of singularity, if you want to call it that. There's something special, there's something a little sacred here. And I find it remarkable that that place has been hidden under the shadow of God's wings for 2.5 years, and nobody has found those water jugs, and nobody has shoveled that little bed that's dug out, shovel over it, you know, and put up no trespassing signs or something like that, you know. It's just been left alone for years. So to me, I feel it's been hidden under the shadow of God's wings. Okay, and whatever undertakings went into preparing that camp, like I say, would no road do such a thing now. I'm not saying I did it, but I believe that God has blessed those undertakings and have kept people away from that place, from finding, you know, the things that I may need someday. And that is what I believe God will do for people like myself who depend on God. The more you depend on God, the more God will suspend the laws of nature for you, just a little bit. And we'll bless your small undertakings, and we'll take care of you. We'll cover your loose ends under the shadow of his wings. Do I have a verse in the Bible to back me up on that? Yes. Deuteronomy 28, verse 8. And it goes like this. And the Lord will ordain a blessing over your barns and will bless your undertakings. So you do your part, do all you can, and whatever loose ends you can't cover, if you're a faithful person that looks to God for everything, then God will bless the rest. God will take care of the rest. God will cover your loose ends. And we'll keep places like camps that have been prepped ahead of time from being discovered or ruined. Okay? Deuteronomy 28, verse 8. So anyways, from one of those sacred spots that I did mention I wanted to show, or not show, share. I'm sharing a part of my heart here, and it just reveals a snapshot into Noah Road's life. And I want to do that for the, you know, viewing audience. Anyways, I don't want to get this, I don't want this video to go on too much longer because I want it to be tolerable to watch, you know. There is no editing or whatever, so it is what it is. Okay, I pray a blessing to be upon all you people that listen to this video, you know. And perhaps the sacred nature of this place, at least that I feel, will resonate through the video and to the viewers. You'll see it as well, or you'll resonate with you as something sacred. You know, I'm not saying huge or whatever, but it's in a small way it's sacred. And this is a place where I have come for many years, ever since like 2014, really, like to be close to God. To be a little extra close, I should say. I'm always close to God wherever, you know, I'm at. God is always on my mind. I'm always mulling things over with God, the scriptures, whatever it is. But this is a place where I come to be a little extra close. And that's why I call it a sacred place. And it's been, you know, hidden under the shadow of God's wings for quite some time. And it's still prepped in case I need it. With that said, I pray you have a blessed day, all of you. Oh, Noah Road, over and out. That's a mine, by the way. That's why the water's a little dirty. Across the road there, across the waterway, that is a hunting club. Noah Road, over and out for now.